What's up, y'all? It's your boy RC Boxing 411 coming at you with an update and my thoughts and perspective on the fight, the PBC card tonight that happened on Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Goucher card and event. Now, the first fight on the card was Juan Carlos Abreu, a welterweight. This is the welterweight division. And it was Juan Carlos Abreu versus Jaron Boots Enis. Juan Carlos Abreu has 23 wins with 21 knockouts, 5 losses, 1 no contest, and 1 draw. So the man got popped. He can punch. Jaron Boots Enis is 25-0 with 23 knockouts. He got popped too. I thought it would be more of a competitive fight, but it really wasn't that much of a competitive fight. Even though he did, land some punches here and there on Jerron, and Jerron took him real good, shook it off, wasn't nothing to him. But it got real. The fight was really a display of skills and showcase for Jerron Boots Enis. He was just, really putting a beating on a brew from the first to the fourth rounds. He was just putting, he was just toying with him. He's just putting the beating on him. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with the guy. And Jerron's, pops, his coach said, "Hey man, stop playing with this guy, man. Go ahead and send this dude on his way." So Jerron came out in the fifth round and hit him with an ugly ass nasty uppercut from Mississippi. He brought that mark way down and up and knocked Brew on his ass in the latter part of the round. You know what I'm saying? It was like 15 seconds left in the round or something like that. But he put him on his ass. Dude got up and wanted to continue fighting. And he got mad, because Iran hit him after the bell and shit. And they kind of postured up at the end of that round. He had like he wanted to come at Jerron. Jerron not like he wanted to come at him. So, the ref and everybody had to grab the fighters, grab a brew, and they put him back in this corner. And then the ref, warned him, say, "Hey man, calm your guy down before you get DQ'd." So, sixth round coming up. And a brew wanted to try to get some get back, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't gonna happen. He came out and Jaron Boots Enis he pushed the pedal to the metal and started banging him and knocked him down again for the second time in the fight. He got back up again. The ref let the fight go on. Jaron Boots Enis got back in his ass again. Knocked him across the ring, went over there and then punished him and put him down. And the ref said, "Okay, that's it. Stop the fight." You know what I'm saying? That was an impressive win, I got to say. The way Jaron Boots Enis, took care of his business on this fight. He's the first man to stop a brew. He's a brew never been stopped before. So Jaron is definitely, a serious, to me, a contender. He's no longer a prospect. He's definitely a contender. And his record is improved now to 26-0 with 24 knockouts. His last 16 fights have all been knockouts. So I can't wait till he step up in more competition. I would love to see him against, like DJ said, Derrick James said, like against the Ugas. Man, him and Virgil Ortiz would be a real good fight. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's pay-per-view. But man, I just love to see him on another step-up fight with one of the top guys that's gonna put that pressure on him and see how he hold up in that. Then we'll know how serious Jerome Boots Enis is. Nevertheless, he did put on a performance, a real good performance in a classic clinic, and got the stoppage by knockout of over a brew. So salute to Jerome Boots Enis doing his thing. The second fight came in was what's my boy name? King Tug, Nayam King Tug, Nayam. He fought against Cobia Soldier Breeze. Now Bree got put on his ass, you know what I'm saying, in the first round. And I believe he put him on his ass the second round, if I'm not mistaken. But Bree got knocked down in the first and second round. Okay? He put himself in the hole early. King Tug looked like a different fighter when he fought him in the first and second rounds of this fight. But I got to give it up to Kobe Breeze because he came back. Excuse me. Dang, I'm tired. It's late. He came back hard and he fought King Tug, man. I mean, he fought him all the way through the fight. He never gave up. He just don't have the punching power, enough punching power to really hurt somebody like a King Tug. Nayam Bior. He doesn't have the power to hurt somebody like him. I see him as a good fighter. He's definitely a soldier. He's definitely one that don't quit, don't lay down, and he go hard. He went hard all the way through the fight, and he fought his way to the top of one of the judges' scorecards, because this fight went 12 rounds, and he was banging on King Tug, and he could have, if it wasn't for the knockdowns, he probably could have pulled this fight off. But it was a split decision win for King Tug, Nayambior, whatever his name is, something like that. That was an entertaining fight. The next fight, of course, was Erickson Lubin versus Terrell Gausha. That fight was interesting as well. And, it started off, these guys, they did a lot of shit talking before the fight, but it was more or less of a boxing match for the first, I want to say, first 8 rounds. It was more of a boxing match. Both Erickson Lubin was winning the boxing match though, because he was putting together, he was landing more punches. You know what I'm saying? And Terrell Gausha postured up in a real, he had a real tight defense. So it was kind of hard for Erickson Lubin to get some real punishing punches in, because he kept the phone to his ear and he kept the mitts up. You know what I'm saying? Gausha was not going to let him hit him and knock him out. Both of these guys, Gausha ain't known for power, but Erickson Lubin is, and he just couldn't seem to crack him like he wanted to. He did get some solid punches in. Both of them got some solid punches in, but I felt Lubin got more punches in the fight. For the first 8 rounds, it was, like I said, it was more or less of a boxing match. They were using the jab. Erickson Lubin was using his jab a lot. It seemed like Terrell Gausha abandoned his at points of the fight, and it made it real easy to score for Erickson Lubin, because he was definitely popping the jab. The fight got rather interesting though in round 10, because Lubin messed around and got clipped, got hit in the top of the head by the temple area on the left side of his head with a crushing right hook from Terrell Gausha, and wobbled him. He rocked him. He did the stanky leg a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? Lubin did the stanky leg a little bit, and he had him in trouble. He wanted to try to put Lubin out and finish him. He went in for the kill, but he couldn't land any more solid punches. Lubin definitely, put his defense up, and he, grabbed him. It was only like wasn't a lot of time left in the round. I think it was like about 20 seconds left. And, Lubin got his wits together, and he seemed to get his feet up on them the last seconds of that round. And he, it was no problem. And, they came, 11th round came in, Terrell Goucher wanted to pick up where he left off at, but Ruben, Erickson Lubin, the Hammer, he came back out. Now this, and he reasserted himself by reestablishing his jab and throwing more combinations. And Terrell Goucher, for the better part, was hitting him still with some couple of good shots. It was almost that back and forth kind of thing in the first minute of the fight, of the round 11. But I believe Erickson Lubin did his job and putting more combinations and punches together in that fight, in that round. The 12th round came, however, it was Erickson Lubin's turn. And he rocked Terrell Goucher with a nasty ass right hook. I mean, it was nasty. And he was hurt. And this is at the latter part of round 12. And Lubin tried to turn the gas on. He wanted to get him out of there, but he didn't have enough time to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he rocked him, and boy held on the Lubin. Goucher held on the Lubin, and went into his defensive shell and kept Lubin from getting off like he wanted to, and he survived that 12th round, and he went to the scorecards. Nevertheless, it was a unanimous decision win for the 154-pounder Erickson the Hammer Lubin. Okay, which he gets the silver WBC belt, which makes him now at the top of the line for a title shot. And I guess he'll be waiting the outcome of Rosario versus Jamel Charlo, which is coming up next week on the 24th, pay-per-view on Showtime. That's going to be a lit fight. Also, Charlo's brother, Jamel Charlo's brother, Jamal Charlo, will be fighting on the same night against Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's going to be a lit fight. Man, the PBC is definitely doing things. They're putting on great boxing shows, okay? They putting on great boxing events, and I can't wait to see what the numbers are and the viewership on this fight tonight. I'm believing probably a lot of people looked at this fight tonight because they want to see how Erickson Lubin was going to do, and also, Jaron Boots Enis. Hey, I think that a lot of people are definitely starting to take notice of him. So I'm thinking that they did pretty good on the viewership tonight. But I can't wait to see, like I said, next week, the Charlo brothers back in action. And it's going to be one of the fights is going to be for the undisputed in the welterweight division, which is Jamel Charlo's in. And the other one, the Jamal Charlo will be defending his belt against Sergey Derevyanchenko. And there's also some nice fights on the undercard. So this is going to be 6 fights on this pay-per-view event. Don't miss it. And I will be in there front and center watching it on the tube, on the pay-per-view. And, I'll give y'all my breakdown of the fight after that one too. But this is what happened tonight. And it was a lovely night. I enjoyed the fights. If y'all saw it, I hope y'all enjoyed it too. Until next time, this is your boy, RC Boxing 411, and I will be back at you with another one. Peace.